Since my 20s, I saved every penny I made, which made me a multimillionaire and gave me the life I'd always dreamed of. So, this statement isn't just false, it would have been downright impossible. The trouble is, many people who want to get rich are falling for what I call the money saving trap. Why? Because it's exactly what they want you to believe. They want you trapped in a constant cycle of never having enough. So you're forced to work a job you don't enjoy until you've saved enough to retire when you're old and gray. If you want to get rich, you need to break out of this system. But it's not gonna be easy. When I say you have little to no chance of saving your way to becoming a millionaire while you're still young, I'm not trying to crush your dreams. Quite the opposite. I want you to accelerate your timeline and start building the life you want now, while you're still young enough to enjoy it. So, if you want to become rich, listen closely, and things will start to become clearer. Let me take you back. I was 22, working a job I didn't hate but didn't love either. Clocking in, clocking out. Every 2 weeks, paycheck hits, and like a responsible adult, I did what everyone told me to do. I saved, didn't eat out much, cut the subscriptions, drove the old car a little longer. I was proud of myself. By the time I was 25, I had a little over $8,000 in a savings account. $8,000. 3 years of sacrifice. You know what that $8,000 did for me? It sat there. It literally sat there, making me maybe $12 in interest a month. Meanwhile, my cost of living kept going up. Rent went up, gas went up, groceries went up. I wasn't getting ahead, I was running on a treadmill, working harder just to stay in the same place. And then one conversation changed everything. An older guy, mid-40s, calm, no flashy watch, no bragging. He asked me one question. He said, "How much of your money is working for you right now?" I didn't have an answer because the truth was, none of it was. And that was the moment I stopped saving money the old way and started building wealth. Now, before you turn this off and say, "But saving is important." Yes, you're right. Saving has its place. An emergency fund, absolutely essential. 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting somewhere safe, non-negotiable. But there is a massive difference between saving for security and saving as a wealth strategy. One protects you, the other traps you. Let me give you some raw numbers. The average American savings account right now pays you somewhere around 0.5 to 4.5% interest, depending on the bank. Inflation in the US averages between 3 to 4% per year historically. You do that math. At best, you're barely breaking even. At worst, your money is quietly losing value while it sleeps in that account. So, if saving doesn't make you rich, what does? 3 things: investing it, compounding it, and managing it wisely. That's the game, not saving more, playing the game differently. Let's talk about investing. And I'm not talking about picking hot stocks and getting lucky on Reddit. I'm talking about deliberate, consistent, boring investing that quietly makes you wealthy over time. Here's the most powerful thing most 20-year-olds don't know. The S&P 500, which is basically a basket of the top 500 US companies, has historically returned an average of about 10% per year. Not every year. Some years it's down, some years it's way up. But on average, over time, 10%. Now compare that to your savings account sitting at 2%. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 22, by the time you're 45, just 23 years later, you could be sitting on over $500,000. Same $500 a month sitting in a savings account. Less than $140,000. That difference, that $360,000 gap, that is the cost of the saving trap. Now, the tools to invest are easier to access than ever before. Index funds, ETFs, Roth IRAs, 401ks. Platforms like Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab. These aren't just for Wall Street guys in suits anymore. You can start with $50. The question is, are you going to start? Because every month you wait, that's compounding working against you instead of for you. Now, I already know what some of you are thinking right now. Yeah, investing sounds great until you lose money. And you're not wrong, because investing does come with risk. The market goes up, and sometimes it goes down. But here's the part nobody explains properly. Risk isn't the real danger. Not understanding risk is. When most people say they are scared to invest, what they're really saying is they don't know what they're doing. And that's fair, because nobody teaches this stuff in school. So let me simplify it for you. There are two types of investors. The first one chases quick money, picks random stocks, listens to hype, panics when things drop, and sells at a loss. The second one, they play a completely different game. They invest in the market, not guesses. They buy consistently, they hold long term, and most importantly, they understand that short-term drops are normal, but long-term growth is inevitable. The S&P 500 has crashed before, in 2008, in 2020, and every single time it recovered and went higher. Not because it's magic, but because it's built on real companies producing real value in a growing economy. So the question isn't what if the market goes down. The real question is, will you still be in the game when it comes back up? Because the people who build wealth aren't the ones who avoid every drop. They're the ones who stay consistent through them. So don't wait to feel ready. Start small, stay consistent, and focus on learning, not perfection. Because the biggest risk you can take is sitting on the sidelines for 10 years, watching everyone else build wealth, while your money stays exactly where it is. And this is where things get really powerful, because once you stay in the game long enough. Albert Einstein reportedly once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and he said, "He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Now think about that second part. He who doesn't pays it. That's credit card debt. That's a $30,000 car loan you stretched to 72 months. That's letting someone else's wealth compound on your dime. Compounding is simple. Your money makes money, then that money makes money, and so on and so on. The first few years look small, almost disappointing. You put in $1,000. A year later, it's $1,100. Big deal, right? But 10 years later, that same dollar is multiplying in ways that start to feel almost unreasonable. This is why the wealthy don't talk about how much they earn. They talk about what their money earns. Your goal, starting today, is to turn yourself into someone who owns assets, stocks, real estate, a business, intellectual property, things that produce income while you sleep. Because a savings account doesn't do that. Your money just waits. But a well-placed investment, morning while you're still in bed. Alright, this is where it gets real. Because I can tell you all day to invest and compound your money, but if you don't have a system, it won't happen. And here's the brutal truth most financial content won't say out loud. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you manage. I've seen people making $35,000 a year build more wealth than people making $120,000. Why? Because the $35,000 earner had a system. The $120,000 earner had a lifestyle. So here is the framework I want you to burn into your brain. I call it the 1% money management rule, the 15/65/20. Every dollar that comes in, you split it like this: 65% living, 65% goes to your life, rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, phone, basic subscriptions. This is your non-negotiable, keep the lights on money. Now, if your current lifestyle costs you more than 65% of your income, that's not a saving problem, that's a lifestyle inflation problem, and you have a choice, earn more or spend less. But that 65% ceiling, it's sacred. 15% invest, 15% goes directly into wealth building. Before you pay for anything else beyond the essentials, this money moves. Index funds, your Roth IRA, your 401k, maybe eventually rental property or a side business. This isn't optional, this isn't if I have some left over. This is automatic, this is non-negotiable. Set up an automatic transfer the same day your paycheck hits, because if you see it, you'll spend it. The wealth builders don't rely on willpower, they rely on systems. 20% manage, save plus protect plus learn. 20% is your management layer. Break it down like this: 10% emergency fund / short-term savings, build that 3 to 6 month cushion. Once it's built, redirect this into investing. 5% education and growth books, courses, mentors, skills that increase your earning potential. This is the most underrated investment you can make. 5% give, yes, give. Whether that's charity, helping family, or investing in someone else's dream. Generosity creates abundance mindset. An abundance mindset creates more opportunities than you can imagine. Now, here's where the 1% principle comes in. Every single month, challenge yourself to improve just 1% in each category. 1% smarter with your 65%, 1% more invested in your 15%, 1% more disciplined in your 20%, 1% doesn't feel like much, but 1% compounded over 12 months. That's a 12.7% improvement in 1 year. Over 3 years, you're almost unrecognizable from who you were. This is how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. Not in one big leap, but in 1,000 invisible 1% shifts. I want you to picture two people, same age, same starting salary, same city. Person A does what everyone told them to do: save aggressively, cut everything, keep the money in the bank, live small, wait. Person B learns the game, lives on 65%, invests 15% automatically every month, manages the remaining 20% with intention, improves 1% every month. Fast forward 15 years, person A has a savings account, person B has a portfolio. Person A is still waiting to feel ready to invest. Person B's investments are making more per month than their salary used to. The difference between those two people isn't luck, it isn't talent, it isn't even income. It's one decision. The decision to stop playing defense with your money and start playing offense. You cannot save your way to freedom, but you can invest your way there, compound your way there, manage your way there. And it starts not next year, not when you get the raise, not when things calm down. It starts now. Look, nobody is coming to save you financially. Not the government, not your employer, not the bank offering you 2% interest on your savings. The system was not built to make you wealthy. It was built to make you comfortable enough to keep working and broke enough to keep needing that job. Breaking out of that system isn't rebellion, it's just clarity. And clarity, once you have it, is the most valuable thing money can buy. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. Number 1, stop treating saving as a wealth strategy. It's a safety net. Build the net, then go higher. Number 2, start investing consistently, even if it's $50 a month. The habit matters more than the amount right now. Number 3, use the 15-65-20 framework. Make it your system. Automate it. Trust the process. Number 4, commit to the 1% improvement every single month. Small shifts, massive results. You're watching this video for a reason. Something in you knows that what you've been doing isn't getting you where you want to go. Listen to that. The moment you stop saving your way to wealth and start building it, that's the moment everything changes. Subscribe and hit the like. I'll see you in the next one.